Okay, so if you're here from TikTok, you already know how I'm about to start this. But if you're not and you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. Ah. But anyways, if you're new here, please follow, please like, and please share. Please make sure not to just watch the video and like, because it helps pushes me out to more people. So what I was saying on TikTok was the fact that I had seen chosen people popping up all over the world. They had an invisible tube coming out of their chest and going into the ground, and they were all connected to one person. And the example I gave them is how we're supposed to be waiting on Jesus to come back, right? Right. So with them, they're all connected. All chosen people are connected to this child. Y'all, my hair is acting crazy today. But anyways, let it act crazy. Let it do its thing. But all chosen people are connected to this child, right? 111. So everything that you have been through, like all the hell, turmoil, learning how to be on your own, learning how to fend for yourself, 122, 123, learning how to fend for yourself, learning how to be without others, all the toxic family you had to walk away from, learning how to protect yourself, whether that be spiritually, physically, or both, because it's always good to know how to do both. Whether you were getting closer to God with prayer, whatever way you decided to protect yourself, you needed to learn that, right? And what I was telling them also was that the chosen people needed to be born first. These people that I'm seeing in my head that's popping up all over the world, they needed to be born first. So all that could help with, sorry y'all, I'm seeing an image and I'm trying to talk to y'all as I'm trying to decode this image I'm seeing in my head too. So anyways, y'all are born to protect this child. Y'all were born to protect this child, but you had to come first. You had to come before this child so you can prepare the coming of this child. 2, 3, 4. And whatever this child is here to do, you being prepared for it, help you become stronger, all that is significant, right? Because like I said, you're here to protect this child. This child is going to be very significant on the next chapter moving forward with the chosen people. And I know how people talk about like, oh, the Antichrist, yeah. I'm not talking about that child. I'm not talking about that person, child, whatever you want to talk. That's not who I'm talking about. This child is deeply rooted with God. Now I'm seeing an actual weapon. So like, yeah, 333. Sorry y'all, I be zoning out so I can channel while talking to y'all. I know y'all be liking the cards, but y'all, I was channeling way before tarot, so I don't use cards like that. But and also this was supposed to be a quick message. We'll see, because here lately I've been doing long messages when I try to make them quick. But this child, I am literally seeing people in a circle around this child. Okay, so like with Jesus' birth, right? Jesus of Nazareth's birth. He was born in a manger, and he had people, he had his parents around him. He had the 3 men that came to visit him. He had the animals surrounding him, right? And they were just at all like who he is. Like, this is how I'm seeing y'all. Like, y'all are just amazed by who this child is. I don't know if the child is already born or if the child is about to be born. I said that on TikTok too, 444. I don't know either way, and I really feel like I don't need to know because it's something that's not supposed to be said. We'll just find out as we go. But what I was about to say on TikTok that I didn't have enough time for, that I ran out of, 505. So everybody that's here from TikTok, this is the part that you're missing. What I was about to say was with that child, don't try to make it, don't try to make me forget, like something is trying to just make me forget, like my whole mind just went blank. Oh, okay, there you go. Like a power source. Okay, so take what I just said. Everybody in a circle, right, around this child is like a protection barrier. And what I'm seeing, what I said over there is that the child is going to be awakened, right? So if the child is just coming into the world, the child is going to be activated 555 when they are born. If the child is already here, the child is at a significant age to where they can be awakened. And what I'm saying is like, you know how I use robots, right? 606. I'll use robots. How you plug a robot in and they power up, right? And if you're the owner, 616, if you're the owner, whatever, you probably programmed that robot to follow your orders. Do their purpose here is to do what you told them to do. So, okay, going back to how Jesus came down here with a specific mission, right? He had something important that he had to do. That's like with this child. This child has something significant that they have to do, that they have to play out. And no, it's not Jesus either. Like, this child is not giving Jesus energy. Like this child is significant, like how Jesus is, right? This child is significant like him. But what I mean by this child is not giving Jesus energy, it's just meaning like 717, it's not him. That's what I mean. Like, this child is going to play a major role. Judgment Day keeps playing out in my head. Like, I keep hearing Judgment Day. So somehow this child is tied into Judgment Day. So, like, this child could be a spiritual judge. So this child has rights to call a judgment on people. You know, like, whatever, basically what I'm trying to explain to y'all, whatever this child says, like, it's hand in hand with God, basically. So, for example, say if I was a spiritual judge, right? If someone hurt me and I asked Dad to not punish them, right? They could get a pass simply because I asked him, 818, simply because I said no. If I feel like someone should be punished how I feel they should be punished, God is going to follow through with that. You know, it's not saying that the child controls God. No. But what I'm saying is that the God trusts the child's judgment. So, like, if this child says, hey, so-and-so needs to be locked up in prison for a year, let's say spiritual jail for a year, God's going to lock you up in spiritual jail for a year. If this child goes to God on behalf of someone else, like I said earlier, if I say no, then Dad's like no. If this child goes to God on behalf on someone else, like, please spare them, that person could be spared, or please forgive them 909 for whatever that they did to me, or whatever they did. Like, a good example, 919. You know how, well, I was talking about it on TikTok. I didn't talk on here about it. I was talking about it on TikTok, how we go to a pastor and we confess our sins, and I was like, we really don't need to, because we can go directly to God, right? So when you go to a pastor and confess your sins, you're cleansing your sins out, right? So they can be forgiven, because you're admitting them to somebody, you're asking for repentance, yada, yada, right? So this child is like a stand-in. Ooh, okay, y'all, like, I'm seeing a whole, I hate using this example because I don't like the Pope. and I don't care how anybody feels about it. But I'm seeing someone dressed like the Pope, like a child dressed like the Pope, just without that big ass hat they be wearing. Like, but that's the best way I can describe it to y'all so y'all can understand. Like, she has like a staff and everything in her hand. So she's like dressed like the Pope, but not the Pope energy. Like, she don't do that worship her shit. She don't do all that other shit that the Pope does. Now, she or he, because it could go both ways. I could just be saying a she because I'm a female. So it could be a male or a female. So please don't think because I'm saying she, it's a direct female. Because I don't know the gender of the child. I just feel the energy of the child. I don't know the gender. But I'm seeing like dad behind the child, like how I am sitting like this. Like, he's on his throne behind the child, just sitting there, right? Got his hands on each ends of his throne and watching the child. The child is in front of him. And like, I don't know what type of movies y'all done watched, but on certain movies, like the queen or king will come down. Most likely the queen though. She'll come down. Matter of fact, okay, so how I just said she's dressed like the Pope, scratch that. Because the reason I was supposed to say that so y'all can get that it's like spiritually, right? She has authority, she has power. That's why I seen her dressed as the Pope. She has authority and power. That's what that was representing. But do not mix her up with the Pope. Don't do that. But y'all know how a lot of people worship 1212. Y'all know how a lot of people worship the Pope and they listen to what the Pope says. That's why, like, I was seeing her like that, because a lot of 1221, 1222, 1223, a lot of people listen to her and follow what she says, like the Pope, 1, 2, 3. But back to this, because now I see her like in her actual queen form. Like, she is dressed like an actual queen now. That's why I was about to use that example of like a queen coming to you. So it's like, it's dad behind her, she's the queen, right? And she's coming. She still has a staff in her hand though. So yeah, her spiritual authority is major, because she still has a staff in her hand. And like, I'm seeing her lay her hand on someone's shoulder. And now I'm hearing all is forgiven. Okay, so she's like his baby. I mean, all of us is his baby, but like, this is like a direct baby type thing. Like, she's right there and she stays in his presence, is what I'm trying to say. Now, she stays close to him. And I'm not looking at the camera a lot because I'm in my channel mode. So I'm seeing, if y'all could see what was in my head, I'm seeing a whole bunch of shit run through my head right now. And it's like a whole story just playing out. Like, I'm literally seeing every step she takes, how she moves. I'm hearing what she says. I'm seeing the people that's there. It looked like a whole fucking castle, bro. And the man sitting behind her is not her husband. It's representation of God. It's not, that's not what God looks like, obviously, but it's like a representation of he's backing her, basically. Like, her choices, what I was saying earlier, her choices, he backs it. So he trusts her judgment. So whatever she chooses or sees fit to happen to somebody, he trusts that. Now, if it's something that he does see, it's like, oh, that's a little bit too much or not enough, then he goes in and changes it, or however way he does it. And now I'm getting like a really warmth feeling. Like this child, whoever this child is, 1515. It wasn't 1515, but I just seen it. Like I looked up at the clock and seen a whole different number. Whoever this child is, like dad really loves this child, like really has a soft spot for this child, whoever this child is. So I'm feeling like he's proud of him, and he has to be. Like if this child was literally chosen to do something major like this, dad has to be proud of who this child is. And when I say dad, I'm meaning God. Like God has to be proud of who this child is. Yeah, and I keep getting that, like, y'all had to go before me. You had to go before me. You had to go before me. 16. That's what I keep hearing in my head. You had to go before me. You had to prepare in order for me to get there. But, okay, now I'm saying battle wounds. Like I'm seeing this child's body, and once again I'm saying she because I'm a female myself. The child could be any gender, and also the way I'm seeing her in my head is a female's body, but physically this child could be any gender. But I'm seeing like battle wounds all over her body now, like she has scars. So excuse me, y'all. Confirmation birth, though. She has battle wounds all over her. So if this child has already been born and has already been here this whole time, she or he, 1717, has been through hell just like y'all have. It's something about your soul. Okay, y'all, so like my mind is twisted, right? Like I have a darker tone to my mind, and I'm not trying to scare y'all because this is just like what I'm comfortable with, just how I am. I'm not trying to scare y'all, but the way I receive my messages be in like a darker tone sometimes because I'm more open to hearing stuff for the way it is. Like if it's dark, then I hear it as dark. If it's light, I hear it as light, like in a light way. Like what I mean by that, it's like, say we had a massacre of 1 billion freaking people, or 100, 800 people, whatever, right? A massacre, 1818. A lot of people can't stomach hearing details about stuff like that, and I can. So that's what I mean by a darker tone. So the way I receive certain messages be in a bit of a darker manner, but I'm open to receiving them. So, I mean, if that's not what y'all want, then y'all got plenty readers that you can go to that's like all chippy, hey, and cheery. I'm not that reader. I've been through hell myself. I'm not that reader. I'm more realistic. I mean, I'm not gonna just say that because the happy cheery could be who they are, because I am a happy cheery person myself, 1909. But when I'm receiving messages like this, it's not cheery at all. And I keep wanting to yawn. 1919. Excuse me, y'all. But it's some people like in my energy that is like so tired because I'm connected to y'all as well. So like everybody on earth is connected, whether you like it or not. We're all connected. And somebody that's in this group, one of the chosen people that popped up, is like really tired, like just feel like giving up. But back to that soul. There's something significant about your soul. There's something particular that God needed to be done, and it took your specific soul to do it. I'm talking about whoever this child is. Like, it took their soul. Like, it's something significant about this child's soul, whether it can't be tainted, or if it does get tainted, it never changes. Okay, so let's say, I'm gonna use myself for example, right? Because I was tainted very early. So a lot of times when they do stuff to a child, they want to strip their innocence from them, right? Which happened to me. I went through that process already. They manifest and siphon their energy, right? Solar plexus energy mainly. And they take from them. But no matter how many times I've been abused, I've been hurt, y'all know what I mean by that. No matter how much life treated me unfairly, like, it never turned my heart. Even when 21, even when I felt like changing, like, something about my spirit refused. And I'm telling y'all, like, I would be so angry, so fed up, so wanting to just, and something about my spirit would not change. Like, it was like, no. Like, I don't care what we've been through. I know you've been messed up 100 times type thing, but I'm not changing. I'm staying the way I am, whether you like it or not. So that's what I'm getting with this person. Like, something, no matter how many times something happened to them, something about their soul will not change. Like, it cannot be moved. Like, you know how some people, 22, some people can be bought, right? Like, if you give them enough money, they will do some evil stuff to somebody else. They will do some evil stuff to them. Like, you have family turning on family for money. Shoot, you have family turning on family behind dick and pussy. Like, what? You have family turning on family, friends turning on friends, lovers turning on lovers. Like, it does not take a lot to make dirty spirited people betray the next person. And yes, your spirit is dirty, because there should be no amount of money that'll make you betray somebody. Like, no, shouldn't be that. Especially someone you claim to love, someone that's supposed to be family to you. But anyways, this child, now I'm seeing her, she went back and she sat back down. Oh my God. Like, if y'all don't get up my energy with that being tired, like gone, because I am not sleepy. I'm not sleepy at all. 33, somebody's 33. And wasn't that Jesus' master number, 33? Or the age that all this happened to him, 33? I gotta go back and double check on y'all, on that, y'all. But I think it was 33 when all this happened. When he stepped into his path fully, I think it was 33. I'm feeling 33. But anyway, so she went back and she sat back down. Royalty. Oh. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm shouting a little bit, y'all. Like, that's the way I'm hearing it. So 24. So I'm trying to hurry up and say it before it slips my mind again, because something keep trying to make my mind go blank every time I'm trying to deliver a message. Like, something keep trying to make my mind go blank. Royalty. I'm hearing that song in my head now. Royalty. Oh, okay. That could be something about her that never changes too, and another reason why she's so trusted, or he is so trusted by God, their loyalty. Because like when I was saying royalty, I said, I don't know if y'all caught it, but I said loyalty and then I said royalty again. Like I slipped it in there, loyalty, royalty. Yeah. It's something about them that's just loyal to God, like no matter what. It's something about them that just can't be moved, like no matter what. And whatever it is significant is so important to y'all. Whatever is significant about this, and I just got a cold chill when I said that. It's something about this soul, this child, that is so significant to y'all. And then I heard betrayal. You won't ever have to worry about this child betraying you. Like, you know how we need a powerful leader type thing. Whoever this child is that y'all, that all of us that are chosen is gonna be intertwined with, like, sorry y'all, I keep pausing. Like I said, I'm channeling at the same time. Like, this child will never sell y'all out like the way family did. There's no amount of money that'll make this child betray y'all. There's no amount of money that'll make this child stop protecting y'all, stop loving y'all. Like, it's something so powerful about this one child's energy. I'm sending energy shield now. Like, okay, y'all know how they got those big old balls, right? That's clear and they look like big old bubbles or whatever, and you can run inside of them. Like, I don't know what they're called, but they're like the big circle balls or whatever, and like you can run down a hill in them, and like it flips you around on the inside, but no matter which way you fall, you're protected by the bubble. So like you could literally be inside this whole ball and you're rolling down a hill, and no matter if you fly this way, like, oh, like, you won't get hit. Like, you have a layer of protection over you type thing. Like, that's who this child is. Like, she or he is like a major layer of protection over y'all. So like, yeah, y'all was built to be strong, and y'all went through all this stuff so y'all can build up y'all endurance, so you can build up your loyalty. Because like, we had something we had to prove to God too. Like, it's not just all on him or her. Like, we had to prove to God too that we could accomplish this, or were fit for the job. 6:16. Even though we were called to do it, we still had to prove that we were equipped. 26, that we were equipped to do it. And I don't know why I'm just saying numbers, y'all. It's 28:33 on the clock, and I'm saying all type of different numbers. Somebody 26 though. Hawaii, Puma, black. Workout. Somebody like to work out a lot. iPhones. Yellow. Snake. Y'all can't be a snake to her, and she can't be a snake to you. So to prove like y'all were fit and ready to like be near her and stand beside her, like, y'all had to prove that y'all wouldn't snake her either. And oh my gosh, and what's so crazy about all this, y'all, 29, we're doing it without knowing. Like, we dead ass don't know that we've been sitting up here being prepared to be with this person our whole lives. Like, to protect this person, to stand by this person. Like, okay, you know how They say if you go with God, you should never be scared of anyone trying to take you up out of here. You should have no fear, right? No matter what army is coming. Oh, so y'all the army. Okay. That's why your strength and endurance had to be built up, because whoever this child is, like, is a part of a special army. Like, I don't know if y'all supposed to be fighting with Jesus. I don't know what this is. But all I know is this been a whole army being birthed this whole time. And it was done strategically. Like, we were spread out so far apart from each other. So, like, okay, so y'all know how FBI people are, right? Detectives. Well, I don't know if y'all into all that crime stuff. I am. I love it. But when they don't want evidence to be tampered with, right? So you have to separate it and label it differently. Okay, let's say I poke some blood, right? FBI detectives, all this is gonna come back wrapped around y'all. Just stay with me. Don't get lost. I know I'll be jumping all over the place, but don't get lost, okay? I'm telling you, it's all gonna wrap right back around. So you can poke my blood, right, and use it. So somebody be speaking weird, but you can use my blood for evidence in a crime scene, right? But if they have 3 different suspects who's also they testing with me, they have to take that one sample of blood and split it into 3, right? 3 different samples, or to take more blood from me and split it into 3 different samples. And they have to label each sample differently, because if you take the same sample, right, and you test 3 different people under that same sample name, it's contaminated. They can't use it in court, right? So to avoid us being contaminated by each other, we was pushed out separately. To avoid us being contaminated by other stuff, we was pushed out. And like the FBI agents, like, we were undercover. Like, we were hidden, but not hidden. Like, we were hidden in plain sight type thing, like FBI agents, like private detectives. They be hidden in plain fucking sight. But what I was saying earlier about like how we did not know that we were preparing this whole time, Dad did not tell any of us, and my ear just went off. Like, Dad did not tell any of us what was happening as we was going through the motions and going through people turning against us, betraying us building up our endurance, all that stuff, right? The war that we're about to participate in, we had to be fully. So is she like the lieutenant, the sergeant? Y'all, I don't know what you call the person at the front of an army is. Like the person that runs the whole army. I don't know, because I don't look that stuff up. But what I'm saying is, he or she, they're on a horse in front of a whole army behind them, right? But it's something special about this army. So that's why I'm really feeling like it might be in the spiritual, because it's like superpowers type shit. So like, I feel like it really might be in the spiritual. It could be in the physical though, because you know, let me not downplay God. Like, you don't know what he doing. You don't know what he popping out, the box of tricks he popping out. You never know. But like, I am seeing her back to the bubble that I was talking about. I am seeing her put a bubble over everyone. And it's like y'all marching for it, but it's an unstoppable force. Like, I don't know what the heck is going on completely, where this stemmed from completely, but everyone was being prepared to see if they can endure it, because whatever is going on with this war, you have to be strong. Like, you cannot be weak. So in order for you to be weak, you had to experience the pain. You had to go through everything. And everything that the people in a war is going to try to use against you, 505, you have already experienced. You have already conquered. So it's like, okay, you know, when people in the army and they go through training or whatever, they get you ready, right? You have to go through all this rigorous training. You have to pass these tests, or you're either going to get kicked out or you're going to be stuck there until you pass that test, right? So I feel like that's what he was doing with us. Like, he was sending us all through a whole series of tests, a whole training camp. Like, our whole lives, 555, our whole lives has been like a training camp to get prepared for this. And I don't know who the heck she is, but she does not play. Like, the energy I'm getting off her is a very powerful energy. It's like, I came here for one thing and one thing only. And I'm going to accomplish that one thing. And like, you know how we talk about Archangel Michael, like how that man comes in, knocks shit out, and then dips. Like, he comes in, takes out the trash, and dips. Like, no questions asked. In the in-between, he ain't here for all the playing. Like, he come in to tear that ass up and I'm out type thing. That's what I'm saying with her. Like, that's the energy I'm getting off her. Like, she is deadly. In a good way towards us, but in a bad way towards the other side. Like, she is deadly. And I'm seeing y'all march. Like, she's the only one on the horse. Everyone else is behind her walking. And I'm seeing y'all just like trample over people. Like, like I said, I see a whole bubble around y'all. Like, it's a whole powerful force around y'all. And y'all just walking through people. Like, where that? Dude, my son has so many toys, y'all. Like, hold on. Like, I don't know how good this gonna represent it, but I want y'all to see what I'm seeing in my head. So, this little guy right here, see if y'all can see him. It's the other side, right? Right here, other side. This is y'all. I need another one. He usually have all his toys out, y'all. For some reason, today, he ain't got them out. Oh, come on, Ben 10. Work with me, bud. Work with me. Y'all, excuse me. I used to always want to be a teacher, so yeah. But, where? I need just one more, because I need y'all to see. Just one more. Okay, y'all, like, I can't find no other little figurines. All I keep finding is like his little cars. So we're gonna do it like this. Stand up with me, Ben. Stand up. Stop playing. Okay, like his leg. Oh my gosh, so what did my son do? He bent his leg. Okay, anyways, like, she is right here. This little Ben 10 figurine is her. She right here. Y'all all like behind her, right? Like, all in a row behind her. And it is a whole veil. It's a whole veil over y'all. Like a layer of protection. I don't know if y'all can see that good, but let me try to move the camera this way, y'all, because I want y'all to see everything. Like, see exactly the way I'm describing it. The other side over here. And like, it's not just one person. Like, this whole other side is a whole army, just like y'all are. And you see how it's like a veil, like over y'all. Y'all can't see it, right? But if you look closely, like, it's see-through. Like, this is how the veil looks, like, just see-through. Trying to make it thin out so y'all can see. Y'all can still see the card somewhat, right? And it's a layer of protection over y'all, and she's on the outside of that. But it looks like it's stemming from her. Like, let me just hang it on the back of his head. Like, y'all see that? Like, it's spread out behind her. And it's coming over y'all. Like, it's spread out behind her. She's in the front. Like, she has the veil over her head, right? And like, y'all just covered. And y'all just knocking people over. Like, y'all just running through people like it's nothing. I just, that little... Say, I be liking playing with toys too. But, let me set my camera back over here. But yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. And the best way that y'all can know, like, how she looks in battle is, y'all know how nuns be, right? Nuns have that little thing over their head or whatever. She doesn't have the long black dress on. She has armor on. But that veil that they be wearing over their head, like, it look like a hat mixed with like the little veil thing or whatever. Take this part off. Well, no, you can leave it there. You can leave it there because I don't want y'all getting too confused. Leave it there, and the whole top part is what's coming down behind her, and it's like layered over y'all. And y'all just walking like a whole army behind her. So whatever this is, I can't see where it ends. Like, I just see y'all walking into an army. So like, that's not showing me where it ends. 4222. So that means that part he doesn't want me to say, because somebody else obviously is watching and listening that he don't want to hear it. But yeah, so that's the reason why y'all went through so much hell. Y'all were literally being prepared. And I really feel like she has something to do with Big Bro's return as well. Like, I really do. Because I feel like it's going to be a domino effect. Like, you know how one domino falls and then the rest of them fall? Like, I kept hearing earlier, 303. You had to go before me. Y'all had to come before her. She had to come before him. So it's like she's clearing out something. 313, she's preparing something. Y'all had to come and prepare for her. She had to come and prepare for him, type thing, you know? So whatever crazy stuff Dad is about to do, it's about to get wild out here, y'all. Like, I don't know what it is. I keep seeing that. Like, I keep seeing someone, I swear this feels like an X-Men movie or something. Like, I keep seeing someone like powered, charged. Okay, so this is my son's little thing, right? I just now noticed that. Y'all see this aura around him, right? I see a girl. And it's funny, got a girl right next to him on both sides. But I see a girl, right? She like this, a physical body. And every time she's pressed down on, like, it's going in a rhythm. Like, you know how people be like, clear, and then shock, right? Every time, it's like a heartbeat rhythm. Do-do, do-do, do-do. Every time it hit the do part, it shocks, right? And I see an aura around her. And then it does the do again, like it keeps going, and I keep seeing her like shocked to life type thing. So I feel like if she or he is already here, like, that's like God reaching his hand down and activating her. Like, my secret weapon has finally been activated. So it's go time type thing. 505. Like, and now I'm literally seeing a woman. Okay, everybody should know Storm off X-Men 515. Everybody should know her. Y'all know how like she flies up in the air when she's about to do her shit, right? Fuck with the weather. I'm seeing a girl literally fly up in the air, and she has, I'm trying to get y'all to see everything, because I like visuals, y'all. Like, I like visuals. She has her hands, like, all, like, out here like this, but, like, out on the side, and she got her head back or whatever, and her legs are down. Like, oh, shoot. Like, give me the camera right quick. But, like, her legs are, like, down, right? Crossed and down. And her head is back. I mean, if y'all want to... I don't like saying that because I don't like that. But you know how, like, when they crucified Jesus or whatever, like, that's how I'm seeing her. Like, I'm seeing her in that same position. Arms out like a cross position. And God is literally, like, taking his hand and putting it on her forehead. And she comes to life. So I'm just like... This some crazy shit, y'all. I don't know what's about to go down, but it's some crazy shit. It's some crazy shit. But now you about to see and understand why, like, you had to go through all this shit your whole life. Like, y'all about to understand it. And now my camera don't want to act right, y'all. But yeah, y'all about to finally understand and see why, like, all this crazy shit happened. I'm excited because I want to know who this person is. But if she or he is here, they don't know their identity yet. 717, like, they don't know. They're literally the secret weapon type thing, like. But whoever he or she is, it's really not a secret. Because it's like everybody know but us. Everybody know except for the people involved. Like the people that was chosen to help, or basically like the people in the army. Everybody knows except for the commander. The commander in the army. Everybody else know. We're just waiting. We're just waiting it out. And I don't know what it is, but like, I feel like it's still more that has to be done first before this takes place. But anyways, y'all, like, I had so much fun 808 talking to y'all today. This was a very interesting download. It's crazy. Like, I'm actually happy because I finally get to like describe a little bit, let y'all dive a little bit into my twisted mind, you know, just a little bit. So I'm kind of excited about that. I like when I get downloads like that. Like, yes, like, come take a look into my ill mind. I don't know if y'all like Hobson, but if you do, you know exactly what I just referenced. You know exactly what I just referenced. I love me some Hobson, y'all. But, please like, follow, share. It really helps a lot, and it helps pushes my page out. Comments, that help push my page. Please and thank you. Everything y'all do is highly appreciated, and I would love to see you come back. So please subscribe. So, you know, 9/11. I'm trying to build my little tribe right now on YouTube. But I can't wait till I see you guys again. Have a great rest of your day, love lights. Mwah. I'm out. Bye. Oh yeah, and remember to always talk to God first. And always make sure that you double check, test the spirit to see if this message is for you. Okay? Okay. Always be grateful too. Always show gratitude. I love y'all.